Hello out there, and welcome back to A Winter Haunting. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and this is, it's been a while, but I hope everyone had a happy new year. Thanks. I had nothing else to say to Mel. You're gonna have to let me get a little warmed up, but we were in this final, I don't know if it's final, I assume it's final based off of the achievements, but that's a bad way to assume. We're in this Halloween-themed room. Was she tired? Was she sick? And we had a hint that basically made it sound like we needed to go back and finish out that family portrait using the family tree, using whatever we get in this room. It'd be very sickening and tiring, very, very tiring. I also see that Friends has led us to this board with destruction and hate on it, so that's interesting. This family tree is completely destroyed. It looks like someone vandalized it out of anger. I can only make out two things. This is the Lunabelle family tree, and the matriarch of the family was someone named Adeline Lunabelle. These look like more journal pages. Which I guess I am, in fact, reading now, so... Again, I will be skipping around. So our last entry back summer was 62. This one is 63. I'm going to tell you the first words that escape both our lips. Turns out it's a chance to ask him. He already plans to meet me tonight. He says, ladies first. I have a non-platonic feeling for you. I couldn't have phrased it more awkwardly. He laughed. I was about to ready to walk away until he said he felt the same way about me. Okay, so they did get together. Sounded just like a plot from one of these cheesy romance novels. He accidentally bombed our photos in middle school to subtly get my attention. Confession that ended well. We even tried to get others. We both came to a decision that we should date at least a year to know if it's... That's good. That's healthy. Another year later, freshman year's a blast. I just dreaded it all last night. Guaranteed a lot of work. Clara went with computer science. Emerson... I chose finance. Clara went with computer science. Emerson picked up aerospace engineering. So if we have hollow projecting computer technology, then Clara here appears to be a mark for us to maybe have. Pure math, but we all found ways to apply and cool our fields. Regardless, we made it easier. Speaking of which, we decided to go to Pacifico for college. A reunion with an unexpected friend. Vrinda, why she stopped corresponding, and she felt apologetic. She never got back to me. It turns out she never received them. A lot of mail tampering in her community. Immediately shared the recipe with our families. Sundays were for me and Emerson. We spent days walking in malls and parks, evenings, cookies, dinner. Mostly just seems like the romance is kind of just happening. Well, not that I would be mad if she did anyway. Telling parents is always nerve-wracking. I have to wonder what was on their minds. Winter break. Today's my 19th birthday. Yesterday was the hibernal hobby ceremony. Hibernal hobby ceremony! Alright. Expressions, Clara, Emerson were turning back, occasionally glancing at their parents. So these questions were racing through my mind. I felt someone's gaze through the back of my skull. I didn't feel scared, as if someone was looking at me with concern, sorrow at how I was feeling. It was my mother, so the family might not approve. It had to be done. My father told me everything. Emerson and I were in love. We were waiting. Mother bit her lip. Serious contemplating. At least have an arrangement. If we interfere, it could ruin a friendship and our reputation amongst others in this town. Unless Emerson's parents come directly with a proposal, we can't do anything. What are you talking about? That can't be how this works. The 1960s and you were doing, like, arranged marriages? arrangement with Claire's parents. Breaking it off would be dishonorable. Say anything. Another break, more flowers. I'm going to tell her, make her privy to the torment we've been in. Suppose he helped calm my nerves a bit. But tomorrow is vernal hobby ceremony. Spring in Northern Pacifica. Things, oh no, this late to the ceremony. Surely couldn't have started. I was determined to speak up before it all started. Right as I hurried into the courtyard, a couple of faces turned to see this minor disruption I had caused. Nonetheless, the host in the front borrowed, and here we have our youngest future couple presenting the two. Oof, yikes. Yeah, so things didn't work out because the families were bizarrely conservative about family marriage ritual. It's sort of terrible, but this is in the end. I've been thinking about how we can... Clara was the key. Alright, we'll see. This doesn't sound like it's gonna end well. Recipe for a sick day. Pour 4, I think. It looks like G. 4 cups water into a metal pot over high heat. Add ingredients. Okay, so that'll be important for later. Looks like the other ones I saw, because this was pointing to a maple leaf. Giant mushroom and nothing else. It was the strangest texture I felt on a mushroom. It's partially made out of glass. Pretty big ring. Inscription is LNL. Huh. Gross, what's this? It reeks of chili and garlic. On the back it says fox repellent. Shoo those pesky foxes away. I think I just inhaled some through my mouth while reading it out loud. Email? Bunch of grayed out buttons which seem to spell out the word email. I don't think I saw a computer around here. I mean, you've been consistently watched by one. Grave, shovel. Crimson Cascade. Hey, what do you know? A shade of dye that matches my hair is up there. So, yeah, the hair dye so that they could be twins. I remember that. Back when they were very young. Look, Midnight. I remember wanting to dye streaks of my hair that shade. So... Bag of dried berries. It has a pleasant smell, but I think they're meant for human consumption. Sly Snacks, a tasty treat for all your fox friends. No point in turning the light off. Letter that reads, the husband of Adeline Lunabelle's best friend. Roommate's cousin, which makes us absolutely nothing? Something boarded up this tree with wooden planks. Someone, probably? Not something? I don't know. We're just roaming the room looking at everything. I don't need hints. I don't think. Empty, but I suppose I could use it for boiling something. There's a ring in the pestle. Hey, what do you know? It fits, and it matches my outfit. And I just stole from the house I'm taking care of. That belongs to someone, young lady. Description, IAE. Too bad I have no idea what that means. I'm going to make it stand for something. I adore Everlyn. Well, one thing I know by now, if there's a lock, there's a key somewhere. I mean, not necessarily, but yeah, probably. Tepalort, Tepalort. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got multiple things for the fox, and we've got letters on rings. Is there anything I can do that'll get the boards off? Yeah. Another token. There's also a jar of spores? Nothing else in here. Spores. Mushroom spores. Token. Play in the mansion arcade, not legal tender. Okay, so let's... There was another boardwalk game. No, I don't want to talk to Mel. Thank you. Goodbye. There was another coin slot in here somewhere. I think. No vintage coins. That's much better. Sterling family. Still none that I know of. Margaret Sterling B. Greylock. 1882 to 1943. Fun fact, growing up, Margaret enjoyed gardening with her best friend, Adeline. Together, they created a community garden where locals could pick up flowers, fruit for their loved ones. Tradition continued for generations. It's no surprise that she later urged her husband to construct this mansion so that she and Adeline would have enough space to move in together with their families. In honor of the close friendship, the place was named Sterling Lunabelle Mansion. Close friendship between these two women. And nothing more. I don't know if this game is intentionally making it feel quite as polyamorous bisexual couples as it is, but it's very strongly coming off that way, and it's kind of adorable. No! I was gonna read that. I didn't think clicking on the great grandfather would be the solution to a puzzle. Okay, so I need to find more bigger rings. Well, I guess we missed the entire family tree because I thought to click them in order from top to bottom. Sorry, everybody. I hope we didn't miss any important lore. I'm gonna go explore my options with the fox now. Do you want berries? I figured be nice first before I'm mean. If that was an option to like use either the repellent or the treats, I don't know. I like it just grabbing them with its hands and walking away. I wish I had more berries to give it, but at least it's now in the forest again with the other foxes. Come to think of it, I did pick up a pungent mixture earlier that looked like fox repellent. I can get rid of it. I'm glad I found a way to move the fox away from the plant without having to use that nasty concoction. Now about that plant. They write that like it was like a secret that you had to go get one. Like it was the hard mode to go get one instead they were just both around. Well, you know, it's ginger. Do I need rock salt for the recipe? Nothing to do with it yet. And then, well, we could try grabbing it with the mortar and pestle. Probably don't need to crush it. Okay. When you crush rock salt, but you still crushing. All right. So we need to... Gosh, I don't know what happened with this. I may have to go back to my room 3 save and try and reread those, because I fully did not expect the second face I happened to click on to be the button that solved the puzzle for me. I need a different token, which I just don't have at the moment. Alright, so we need, for the recipe, we need water, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, rock salt, I thought so, spoon of cloves, spoon of pepper, a few bay leaves, boil it for 10 minutes. That's complicated. We can put our firewood there. Oh, I need kindling. Ooh, we're doing like actual fire stuff. Okay, we need to chop ginger, which means I need to... Ah! I just ice pick to chop ginger. I was kidding. Oh, ring. Looks like an engagement ring, but it's giant. There's also some kind of inscription on it written ID. I wonder what it stands for. Put some water in first. Okay. Do I have a way of carrying water at the moment? Not. Oh, yeah. Well, mug. I think I need more water. I should go to the floral room and get some from that contraption. Is it just gonna do... Okay. Good. Good job. Thank you, programmers, for not making me do that 4 times like I thought, honest to God, you were gonna have me do. Not that I would have minded, but I thought that was gonna be the case. I'm walking around the entire time. You know what? Never mind. It's full of water. Okay. So we need all the ingredients. We got water, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, rock salt, cloves, pepper, crushed, bay leaves. Ginger. I don't know that I have anything else. So I'm gonna go here and do the ring thing. Giant ring. Large ring. Apparently normal ring. And then there might be a tiny ring I need. Ialinolida. So these are going to be names. It's going to be like, I don't know if it's going to read up or down. Probably down. Elia. And, Ilya. So that doesn't help as much as I thought it would. I need to figure out what to do with the spores. Are we making some lemon zest to go in the... Okay, what all do we need? Ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, rock salt, cloves, pepper, bay leaves, squeeze of lemon, 2 teaspoon honeys, cup or thermos, feel better. Making sure that there's nothing I haven't clicked on that I can click on. I hope this isn't real. Ma'am, it's on a fake plastic carpet. I think you're fine. It says there's a letter in there. It reads, the husband of Adeline Lunabelle's best friend. So that was probably the hint that I was supposed to click on the granddad. But I didn't mean to. Can't look at the destroyed board. Don't have a key. I don't think it's gonna want me to light the fireplace yet. Yeah. Do I need another token for email? It seems like it. Alright, so let's go use what we have to investigate the other rooms and see if we can get any more recipe ingredients. Bay leaves, turmeric, cinnamon, honey. We got the lemon. I think there were dried herbs in the previous room, weren't there? I already took an orange. Dried herbs. Mint, eucalyptus, linden, aloe, nettle, cumin, hibiscus, oregano, lovage, yarrow. Ah, there we go, pepper. I'll just go ahead and pick some of these up. Hang on, the pepper plant also has a ring underneath with the inscription, Ia! Ia! Water. Already got the water. Can't look at anything else here. Roses. I like that it's sending us back to the previous rooms now and having us sort of like use some of the stuff we didn't use before. That's nice. Keeps it sort of like tightly organized. Looks like there's some dried cloves in here. I think there should be enough. I wasn't paying attention the first time around, but there's also a fairly small ring in this pot with the inscription, Did someone eat something yummy when I was designing this? When I was. My brain read that entirely wrong. I'm glad that that glowed to help highlight that there was something there. I saw like little sparkles. Again, devs, appreciate it. Oh yeah, rings. That's what I was doing. So we need the small ring and then the tiny ring. And yeah. So Amelia, Amanda. Well, let's see what prizes I won this time. And Amelia. There's another token. There's also a piece of paper. Yeah. So Amelia, Amelia, and Amanda, all like one. We're drawing a connection between those three. Last name and token. So let's go put the token in the other machine. Does this get to come down now, or is it just this way forever? Just that way forever, I guess. I didn't mean it. Okay, good. It didn't take my click on the pot there. This has got to be where this token goes. Scoop. Da beep. Much better. Okay. So. Two things. Lunabelle. Matriarch is someone named Adeline. So, slanted vertically. Last name slanted vertically. What am I gonna do with that? Let's crush this pepper. Chew. Do I need to crush? No, apparently I did not need to crush the cloves. Pepper. Cloves. I don't think the lemon will go in yet, because that was later. Yeah. I can't imagine the spores going, do they? What do I need to do with spores? Ginger, cloves, pepper. We still need a lot, and when I know we need that rock salt, I didn't have anything to pick it up with yet. Last name. Okay, well, we could just try typing in the first names that we got. Those would all, well, I don't know if they would all work with the letters of email, but two of them would. Because Amanda would not. There was no D on there. There's no D in email. But I could do Emilia, and Amelia. Amelia. Okay. Sleepy potion. Ingredient, chamomile rose water. Sleepy potion. Its ingredients are chamomile, rose, and water. Chamomile? Okay, I didn't need to... There's no invisible ink on the last name one. Thought of that. Chamomile? Do I need to put someone to sleep? Mug, duster. Why do I still have the duster? That's weird that I still have the duster. Lavender, dose rag, shovel, spores, lemon, last name, and elixir. Okay. I just needed to take it. That makes sense. I was overthinking it. Why is the ridge here? Why would they call attention to the ridge by having us trip over it and then not have it be something? Rock salt. That's a weird thing to put in something you're gonna drink, but whatever. 4 cups of water. I kind of wish this got like crossed off as you got them. Need turmeric, cut, cinnamon sticks. I think we still need cloves and a bay leaf. We got a lot left to find. Can I use the small mushrooms on the big mushroom? Okay. That is not what I would have thought, but sure. Oh, this is a lamp? I need to get one of these for my room. Sweet Amy, my love. Another key. Okay. So let's go take this over to the locked thing. Sometimes I forget with this game that you just gotta, like... Occasionally the solutions are just sort of, like, flow of consciousness and not quite, like with cutting with the ice pick. It's like, why would you cut vegetables with an ice pick? I mean, yeah, it could technically work. Yes. You are getting warmer, but I am certain you are feeling chiller. Chiller! Chiller night. We need honey. Are all of these lentils? Okay. Need bay leaves. Didn't need anything else yet. See, those look like salt and pepper shakers, but just to be sure. This is sand. I need to spit this out. You gotta stop tasting everything, ma'am. Ma'am, you gotta stop tasting everything. That's so weird. So this mushroom was a lamp. Not a conventional one, though. Above are the words, Sweet Amy, my love. Clearly the spirit did not have a good grasp on word alignment. Oh. Are you trying to call my attention that Samuel is like a line? I don't know why it would be, but we'll file that away in case it needs to be saved. But now I really don't know what I need to do left. What is the sleepy potion for? Do I need to knock out my not really a ghost friend? Do you know what I can do with this mixture? I have something like this before. It's a local recipe. Whenever I have trouble sleeping, it's herb instantly makes me drowsy. Maybe it'd help you too, assuming you're feeling stressed about finding a job. I'll consider it, thanks. Yeah, that didn't help. Ooh. Oh, the letters are reflected on the ground. Nice. Tired. Was she tired? Like I still have to pour another liquid. Okay. Now we at least know what that was for. Now we just have to figure out where we're missing our last ingredients. Which we know for a fact are turmeric and cinnamon. And like I said, I'll keep reminding myself, I don't know if I've done cloves or not. Turmeric and cinnamon. This is a weird recipe. Looks like someone vandalized out of anger. I can only make out two things. Lunabelle family. And there's someone named Annabelle Lunabelle. So... was named Adeline. So that means that that's our last name, is Lunabelle. I just don't know what to do with that information. This isn't Snowman's hair, it's a grounded plant up underneath. Oh my god. Okay. Turmeric growing in the snow, which, yeah, is kind of absurd, as far as I understand it. Hang a lantern on it and move on. Okay. That's good. That's one of them. And see if anything happens. I can't imagine it will. Was it roughly cut turmeric? Yeah. The most rough and coarse of cuts imaginable of turmeric. 7 in the ingredients, but it's not complete. Water, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that makes it sound like we're just missing the cinnamon sticks at midnight. Cinnamon. That should be in one of the cupboards or something, I feel. That doesn't feel like... Unless it's under that ridge! Okay. Glad. Wow, oh my god, that was... Okay. We've got the last name, which I'll have to go check the spelling of. But it's gonna be... Oh, Samuel. Oh my god, okay. Whoo! Oh my god. So you gave me my love. I'm sorry I had to hand this to you in secrecy instead of how we imagined our families side by side beaming at our love. I could see Clara wincing behind her forced smile when I was made to hand the identical locket to her instead. I never imagined we'd be in a situation like this, caught between love and expectations. If there's any silver lining, this situation has proven that the three of us are truly friends. We will get through this, Clara. You and me love, Emerson. I stand by that you should all just be a polycule and this would be fine, but you know, maybe I'm overstepping on these people's sexualities from 70 years ago or whatever. Cinnamon. Definitely totally fine to drink cinnamon. Oh my god, that was hard to find. That was the last of my matches. Another one for Frozen Fire. Stand back. First job. Who am I really? I mean, I know my name is Everlyn Sterling. I'm in my early 20s. Even though I look like I'm, you know, 15. But my character, I've made a mixture of decisions. Some I'm proud of and some I've just had to deal with. But there's one thing I've learned, it's that I'll reap the rewards and suffer the consequences. Well, anyway, will you look at that? The tea's been boiled. Just 2 more ingredients to stir and this will be good to go. Lemon. Honey. I've poured some of the tea into my mug. Considering that I didn't even wash some of the ingredients, I don't think I should drink this. Hopefully the spirit won't mind either. It's not like it can die again, right? Oop, I'm behind it now. There we go. Whew. Not the locket. The mug of undrinkable nonsense. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Mug. Don't drink. She was. Or was she? What's going on? I don't know. I think I'm falling through. Mel, help! Evelyn! Did I just fall? I think I'm going to faint. What is that? Are you okay? Are you okay, Mel? Mel, are you okay? Can you tell us that you're okay? Hang on. Completely smooth and dark, meaning that A, I can't see where I'm going, and B, I won't be able to grip the walls even if I wanted to go back up. It was after Finley and I met. I didn't even realize there was a camera there. It was after Mel introduced herself. She's kind and soft-spoken. This was back in the floral room. I'm surprised I somehow managed to crack those puzzles. I guess the cram sessions during break really paid off. Another one of the ghost puzzles. It must have taken a lot of dedication to build these. I never thought I'd be saying something out of my high school biology textbook, but I'm glad we enjoyed a brief symbiotic relationship. No, you didn't. You just fed it. It didn't give you anything. It just left. Circle, panel, circle, panel. Let's go stand in the salt circle. What's this? Hello? Ah! Hello, Evelyn. I've been expecting you. You can speak? I certainly you must have noticed the cameras in a few other rooms. They can speak too. I have your journal. I believe that you believe that's my journal. Yes? Well then, did you read it? Yes, I did. There were two girls, Clara and Amy. Apart from their hair and clothing, they're practically identical. Amy thought she hated Emerson at first, but it turns out she was masking her true feelings for him. It turns out Emerson liked her back, so they started dating, but then... What's wrong, dear? Why did you stop? Oh, I know. Something is troubling you, isn't it? Your voice is male, and the diary is written by a girl, so the diary can't belong to you. Very observant, my dear. Also, I was the one with the computer engineering degree, and this is definitely a hologram computer haunting. So where do I find her? Now that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think you're close enough, and I wouldn't want to spoil the fun. Why am I here? Well, that's a simple one. Your grandmother asked you to look after the mansion, didn't she? Why are you implying? You'll figure it out sooner or later. Are you dead? What an absurd question. Don't waste my time with trivial things. But that blue spirit, who was it? My dear girl, if you suffer from hallucinations, I suggest you call a professional, not a camera. No, it had to be real. It has to. I believe you've had your fair share of questions. Now it's my turn. Humor me, Evelyn. Do you actually think you're a good person? Would you say you're proud of your actions over the course of time here? I did what I could. I made a mixture of choices, some good, some bad, just like any other person. I tried to make good decisions where I could, but I felt I wasn't true to myself at other times. Don't undersell yourself, my dear. You made more good decisions than you think. Let's walk through what you really did, shall we? My eye is green now, for some reason. Despite your previous caretaker's extravagant amount of rudeness, you were able to maintain composure. When one of the other caretakers tripped over, you walked over instead. That was kind of you. Politeness. You solved all the puzzles correctly, even when it wasn't necessary. Good attention to detail. I commend you for taking this seriously. Appreciating the work it took to craft these puzzles. That almost brought a tear to my eye. I'm touched. You found a way to get what you needed without having to hurt the innocent fox. I knew 3 of those had to be choices. I didn't know the 2 puzzle-related ones were choices. You could have shown nothing, but you've shown nothing but kindness in your actions today, and for that I commend you. I didn't expect that from you. Thank you. Don't get too comfortable. You still have some things to do, and perhaps some things to figure out. Though you've proven yourself through your kindness, you're not as bad as I thought you were before, so I'm letting you take an easier path. Thank you. Wait! As you thought before, what does that mean? Good night, dear. Wait, hello? But guess there's no way but forward. I would have taken the harder path. That's fine. I mean, it took me forever to figure out where the cinnamon was, but I solved all the puzzles. I could have done more. It's a big W, I tell ya, a big W. No, I didn't. Oops. Shoot. That was not my intention. I messed up. Okay. Solved the rooms. Oh, the order in which you solved the rooms. Okay. So I've already messed up. I don't know what's... is the key. Yeah. I didn't read the first one, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to... so this was the first one. Then sun and maple leaf last. That's a nasty little final puzzle if you didn't happen to be paying attention to that. Yeah, okay. I just have to look at the thing. I don't even have to check all the rooms to see. I just have to verify. I guess I'll check all the rooms just to check all the rooms. But yeah, it was definitely maple leaf last. Sun. Okay. So flower was second. That's where I was messing up. It was ice because it starts in winter. Spring, summer, fall. Okay. Oh. I don't know why I need an ICW. We'll see. But I can't start with winter. So spring, summer, and we're gonna get a letter each time we're correct then. Looks like I'll have to take the L on this one. Oy vey. Fall. Well, is the key. Guess I just fell through another slide, but it's pitch black in here. Where am I? Oh, he died. Looks like the flashlight just ran out of battery. I should stay alert and move carefully. Yeah, he died. Which does not appear to be the case, except he died I guess unless he died emotionally. And. AS. Well. He died. And. As. Well. Huh. That feels like there's a word I'm not figuring out in there. Because that seems like that's going to be our final puzzle, is like figuring out this interpretation. Given that this game has choices but does not seem to be like a pass-fail thing, you can keep trying on the puzzles. It seems like we're... Okay. Have you figured it out yet? He died and as well. Congratulations, you may pass. What I said wasn't a full sentence. Have patience, you will get answers now, if you haven't figured it out already. Night already. It's like a cloud cover broke into a downpour. Do you want to, like, shutter that window? It's going to be very cold. This is a winter storm. That won't help me open the door. What? Won't. What? Oh, read the letter. I spent years being angry, upset, confused. Now I know I was masking what I was masking underneath, sorrow. Deep down, I knew the love we had for each other was genuine. As I was creating the passphrase for the last room, I never thought it would be literal. I buried her belongings deep in the forest. There, you will find a key to this door, should you wish to find the truth. He died, and as well did she. She died? Hello? Hello, hello? Evelyn, dear, are you there? Grandma? Oh, thank goodness. Honey, is a storm coming? So stay inside. I forgot that Finley left earlier this morning. I'm so sorry to leave you alone. Grandma, hello? The storm must be getting worse. I should find that mound quickly. It's gonna be the ridge. It's gonna be the ridge that I was already being like, what the fuck about. Finley? Oh, hey. Look, I came back to get my matches. Have you seen them? Sorry, I used the last of them. Right, no worries. I suppose it's the last time I'll be tripping over that mound with a lamp anyway. Nice. Good reminding us in case you hadn't think of it. I figured it out, but not everyone had. I don't need to be coy. I can just... Did you find a job yet? Yes. Oh, congratulations. That looks like it leaves just one of us. The hail looks very painful as it bounces off of our heads. It was a joke. Well, alright. Look, there's another reason I came up here. I've been thinking about the way I treated you. I was stressed and anxious over finding a job, but I shouldn't have taken it out on you, so I'm sorry. Apology accepted, so now you came all the way here to say sorry. Well, you were one of the few people who was nice to me when I was stressed, so I wanted to pay it forward. The company I'm starting at in January is looking for an engineer, preferably with machine learning experience. It's in Central Pacifica. I overheard you muttering earlier today you thought it would be near home for you. Are you keen on joining? Huh. You bet your life. Girlfriend achieved. Well then, it's settled. I'll put in a referral for you. Hopefully we'll be colleagues, maybe even friends, maybe even lovers. You know, you remind me a lot of the best friend back home, though tough exterior, but kind on the inside. We'll get along just fine. Well, it's good to hear. Anyway, I should probably get going now. Looks like the storm's picking up. Right, same. We'll see you later. Well, hopefully that removes one of my stressors. On to the next one. That answers my question of what being nice got you in the end. And I'm glad to say it's not that you live instead of dying, which I was not certain. Alright. I was wondering about you, Ridge. I knew you were something. You wouldn't highlight that you tripped over something early without that meaning something. Also, there's a chest here. I'm withdrawing from this world and isolating myself in a place where I feel her presence the most. All I can do is sit and stare until I'm reunited with her. The night of the winter ball was supposed to be the happiest night of our lives. Our parents finally understood, realizing that Amy and I were in love. Clara and I were to tell her the news then. This is supposed to be our engagement party, a welcome surprise, but she never showed, ever again. Our parents, this whole town, we spent months, years, decades looking for her, but there was nothing. The memory of that night haunted us all, too painful to endure. One by one, our relatives faded away, leaving the mansion empty and echoing with the distraught ghosts of her absence. Some moved, while others succumbed to the relentless passage of time. Claire even dropped the sterling from the name of the mansion, making it a historical landmark and a tribute to her best friend. Last I heard, she changed her name and became mayor of this town. That I had assumed. We drifted apart, but the truth was we couldn't face each other after our guilt. I returned one last time in my old age, filled with determination and anger, but I finally found her. She was here all along, in a dark corner of this wretched place. I gathered her things and put them in this chest. Every little piece, each trinket. I placed them inside, giving her the memorial she deserved, and hoping it would quiet the ache, but it hasn't. It never will. This room, that chest, it's all I have left of her now. The last words she wrote are in my hands. I spent years going back and forth on whether to read them, but I don't have much time remaining. Perhaps you will have more strength than I do, a coward who is too afraid to learn the truth. I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you through. I should get back to the attic. I've worked with some complicated systems in college, but this is beyond my scope. Looks like there's some things on the screen above, though. Oh god. Log time, 3 years, install cameras, initializing, installed, linking, Sentry Eye, cameras connected, Lunabelle Mansion area, AI and personality analysis, corpse and coffin denoted as deceased 1, drive personality from operator, personality analysis in progress, 90% anger, 10% grief, 100% making them know my name or whatever the lyric is to that song. Personality profile will remain active until truth revealed equals true. Remove emotion, anger, attempt detected, emotion removal, anger failed. Emotion removal, anger failed. Failed. Death detection, second death detected. System operator is now also passed. New subject, Lucy. Blonde hair. 8 months. Quit out of frustration of reforming dust. Truth progress 0. Eleanor Hargrove, librarian, late 60s, 0%. Quit due to poems being ripped up nightly. That's fucked. Thomas Wells, curator, 5 months. Frustration with mischief, 0%. New subject, Courtney Parley, maid, 3 months. Fear of paranormal activity, 0%. Finley, bright red hair, updo, duration of stay 3 weeks, crit due to search for better opportunities, frequently complained about draft, 0%. Everlyn, wait, but what about Mel? Was Mel Ghost the whole ghost? Was I correct? Bears a strong resemblance to deceased 1. Truth progress 95%. Was Mel in fact Ghost? I see. May this light forever shine for you, my love. I'll find you peace. I appreciate that it's a cartoony style, so having like a real corpse would be kind of messed up. But just the little shadow man is very funny to me for some reason. Sweet Amy, my love, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you like these dried roses and lilies. Times have been tough, but we are tougher, just like how these flowers can withstand the forces of nature. We will as well. Love, Emerson. Whoever this is, definitely Emerson. They are long gone. It looked like they dropped something behind the chair, though. Some antiquated vanity supplies, along with a bottle of calming herbal elixir. Must have been nervous about something. Probably, you know, the death and the ghost and all the stuff we've learned about. Clara was the key. The universe blessed us so that we didn't have to share our parents, but we share everything else. She and I even share the same birthday. Clara has been my doppelganger since our birth, bearing our hair color. That night, after the vernal hobby ceremony, I revealed a plan to switch lives with Clara. Clara scoffed and slammed her hand on her forehead, wondering how she didn't think of this earlier. In the months that followed, she and I perfected everything out of each other, from our clothes to our mannerisms. Tonight, we switched lives for good. As I sit here wearing Clara's ball gown and with my hair freshly dyed midnight mocha, I can't help but smile. This room, my room, is the only place in the world where I can be alone with my thoughts. No one knows about it. It's been abandoned generations ago, not even Clara. Regardless, it would be too suspicious if multiple people came up this way in the house we share. So it has been the only secret I've kept from her. But after tonight, there's no reason for me to hide this, so I'll finally share it, just as we've shared everything else, but not until then. After the winter ball, doubling as Clara's engagement party, is over, there's the matter of my identity and the off chance our parents outsmart us and realize our switch. In that matter, I'll need to go missing until they've cooled off. I found the perfect name as a backup. Part of me, Amy, wants to live on in this world, even as I step into her shoes. So I've created something new, a name that belongs to me alone, Melinda. It feels right, close enough to Amelia to remind me of who I am, yet far enough to allow me to become something else entirely. Clara and Emerson don't know this portion just yet, but I know I'll have their support. Tomorrow I'll be her. Tomorrow I'll be who I need to be. Mel. Interesting. I think I'm starting to see the picture. I'm happy to hear it. It's me, the AI. So, do you know who I am? I mean, Emerson, right? You remember, I knew the system would succeed in helping you remember. All those notes, those clues, they all came to this moment, the moment you've been waiting for. I'm sorry for letting my anger dictate the system. Surely you must know I tried to remove it many times, but the attempts were unsuccessful. But my dear, I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me, as you must remember who you are. Emerson, I think I know what you're thinking, and... It's not me. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not Amy. After all this time, how? Why do you still deny who you are? Why do I still deny? In the last letter Amy wrote, she said she dyed her hair midnight mocha, but I'm still a redhead. That wasn't what I was thinking, but sure. As I was looking through your last letter, I noticed the contents of the memorial behind me. These accessories didn't belong to me. The gloves and tokens and the necklace are not mine. I might look like the deceased one with the body of the coffin, but how could Sentry Eye log my presence if I were dead? One of the previous caretakers offered me a job. Not only did Sentry Eye log her presence, but I shook her hand. I had a physical interaction with another person. My grandmother knew I was coming to the mansion today and checked on me through the phone to see if I was okay, since I was. What? My grandmother knew I was coming to the mansion today and checked on me through the phone to see if I was okay, since I was. What I presume she was about to say, alone. And it's not just that. I have memories of my loved ones, my friends, my parents, my grandparents. You're right. You're absolutely right. But you look so much like her. I know there's a reason for that, but I think what you truly want to know is who your long-lost love really is. There was someone else here today, someone who wasn't logged by Sentry Eye. Someone who never complained about the mysterious draft. That someone is... Mel. I actually was a ghost. Ah! Melinda is the name I gave myself, and I remember everything. After I wrote my letter detailing my scheme of switching places with Clara, I started to feel nervous. The truth was, I wrote that letter to convince myself this was for the best. I grabbed some of the calming elixir that helped me in the months before and started gulping it down, hoping this feeling would go away. I started to pace around while my brain was getting bombarded with hundreds of questions. What if Clara backs out? What if I force my best friend into a compromising situation? What if people can figure out who I really am? Would our parents hate us after this? All the while, I started feeling dizzier and dizzier. I caught sight of the elixir and realized it was almost over. I drank more than I thought. My eyes started to close and I felt this unusual drowsiness. Little did I realize two things at one time. The elixir was very effective, so effective I felt like passing out. This room was old, almost everything on the verge of breaking, even if enough force was applied. I reached for the bookshelf in the far corner to stabilize myself, but the moment I did, it came crashing down on me. I was in so much pain I barely managed to escape. Last thing I remember was my head pounding as I was crawling to the door, and then... nothing. Over the next years, my spirit faded in and out of this place. I realized it was no use trying to contact the living. I suffered a mental blockage due to a trauma surrounding my death. It was as if I couldn't remember, even if I wanted to. The only thing I remembered was my new name, Melinda. It served as a fresh start to a new life. Around 3 years ago, new caretakers finally started to pour in. I heard many of their backstories and started to adopt some of them for myself. I repeatedly told myself these lies until I finally believed them to be the truth. Emerson, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused people by blocking this out. I wish we could have lived a long, happy life together. My love, I didn't know... My love, I didn't know. This is not your fault. If only I found the attic sooner. If only I had been here with you that night instead of the ball. Don't be so hard on yourself. You couldn't have known. But you know, there's a silver lining to all of this. We're together now, aren't we? That's true. Our parents have also accepted us, you know. They have? Maybe they're waiting for us. Maybe we should go to them. But first, I wanted to thank you, Everlyn, for giving it your all. You brought me and Emerson back together. You helped me remember who I was, and I will never forget that again. Yes, I want to thank you as well, my dear. I know the traps and puzzles weren't easy at times. Especially finding that cinnamon, which took, oh boy, a lot. You really should have looked in that lake earlier, you dumbass. But you're the only one who ever cared enough to make it this far. Thank you for reuniting me with my love. Promise me you'll visit? We'll be visiting you and our dear Clara every year during this time. We hope our old friend is well. We should be proud of her granddaughter. Thank you. That means a lot. I guess I'll see you around. Looking forward to it. Take care, okay? Emerson, I think it's time, shall we? Gladly, my love. Hey, Grandma, can you hear me okay? Loud and clear, my dear. The worst of the storm is past. How are you holding out in the fortress? Are you still stressed? No, actually. You know something? Being surrounded by stories of tragedy and death, it made me realize how much I've been forgetting to just live. I've been stressing over the next thing constantly. First the job, then this mansion. I forgot how to appreciate everything around me. The leaves that provide shade for me in the summers, the roses my parents gave me for graduation, and even the job you gave me. And I also forgot to appreciate myself, too. Remembering the journeys I've completed is just as important as the one I'll embark on next. I know it won't be an easy habit to break, but I'm going to try, starting today. I'm taking control of my life, the only one I've ever known. Sweetheart, that's amazing news. I've learned much later in life, it's the journey that counts. And when I was in my 20s, well, never mind. All I want to say is you're wise beyond your years. But tragedy and death sounds quite concerning. Oh, well, it's no longer a tragedy. It is a happy ending. I have a lot to tell you about some old friends of yours. Maybe it's best if I tell you over breakfast. That sounds lovely. Swing by my office. I'll have some scones ready. All right, we did it. And I think we got like all the good ending stuff, like getting all the evidence and being a good person. So thanks for joining me on this. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to slowly click us through these credits because I always like showing the credits for everybody. This has been delightful. This has been a good time. I love little indie games. I love being able to see stuff that people don't always see. Ooh. This is a cool little group right there. Yeah, this is a nice little story, good game. I enjoyed it. Oh, you cited your brushes. No one would ever notice that you didn't, but you did. That's really good. As a professional English professor, congratulations on citing all of your sources and things properly. That's great. And you didn't have to, but good on you for doing it. Modified. Most fonts used in this game are under OFL. That's great. That's wonderful. Good on you. Voice was changed with a voice changer. Now I've been made without the support of my parents, the encouragement of my friends, various game development communities. Thanks for playing it. Thank you for making it. I always appreciate it. This was a nice time. And, you know, glad I could, you know, do my little part in getting people to notice it. If you're watching Dev, great aesthetic, really cool looking game. It flowed together very nicely. Good job on like skipping little tedious things and offering little reminders and all that stuff. The game like structure side and the logic that you highlighted, you had some assistance with, really solid. That stuff was really great, so I appreciate it. Thanks out there for joining me. I'll have a new game coming out some other time, you know, new playthrough coming out sometime soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!